Hello everyone, it's Who here. Welcome to episode 14 of Let's Play SEGA GT Online /2002. Or, welcome to the very first episode of Chronicle mode. Oh yes, Chronicle mode. We got a bunch of old cars from the 70s and 60s here. And if I press the triggers here, we'll get this nice table here. 70s, 80s, 90s, 21st. What does all this mean? Well, you choose a car and you go for 6 races, each representing a certain time period. The first race will take place in the late 70s. The second race will take place in the early 80s. The third, the late 80s. The fourth, the early 90s. The fifth one, the late 90s. I mean, and the last one is the early 2000s, or let's like to call it the 21st century. Now with each day, it's going to come up with this little bio here, so I think I'll read it all. The Air Pollution Prevention Act, Muscular Act, was established in December 1970 having a high occurrence of smog while it was recorded in high cities. Its severe regulation forced all American car makers to rethink the design of cars to those that are more fuel efficient. But in October 1973, the oil crisis struck the world over, with gas-guzzling automobiles, expanding highways and mushrooming suburbs. The North American economy was increasing, fueled by oil. When CPEC turned off the splotch and tagged up the price, the impact was tremendous. The increase in oil prices led to stagflation, a combination of high inflation and high unemployment in those industrial nations. In the instant of the new interstate gasoline started, the U.S. Environmental Agency required the U.S. car manufacturers to build cars that create much in essence. With us as the EPA Act in 1975, the average mileage the government required each manufacturer was called CAFE, and in order to clear this figure, the American automobile was forced to change drastically. Oh, that was a lot to read as I was scrolling up. But yes, for all of that, here, the first race of Chronicle mode. We're literally racing through time, going from the late 70s all the way up to the early 2000s. Which each race taking place in a 5-year time span here, so yeah. And this is apparently a white here. And yeah, I'll be being Chronicle mode with every car that there is available in this mode. So first car I'm going to be doing here is the SKYLINE GTR KPGC10, which is a quite fast car. It has decent handling and it looks like a box, but it's a nice, decent car here. So yeah, I absolutely love this game. How the fact you go through time from the beginning to now, I really do love it. Although I kind of wish they went a bit further. You should choose older cars, like, I don't know, say you choose a car for the 60s, you do 2 more races, the early 60s and the late 60s, or in the early 70s, can't forget about that. I thought that'd be pretty cool, but, you know, one they keep short, so 6 races it is. One thing is, imagine that this game was released today, there'll be like 3 more races added. You get the usual late 70s, early 80s, late 80s, early 90s, late 90s, and early 2000s. But then you get the late 2000s, the early 2010s, and the late 2010s. Oh, but hey, just make a sequel to this game already. Oh yeah, here's the first race. The first race will all be starting on Brick Raceway. But all the other races will have randomly selected tracks, but the first one will not. So yeah, you choose an old car and you race against cars from whatever that time period would be. In this case, I'm racing against cars from the late 70s. So yeah, this should be lots of fun. Well, it's going to be quite tough as well. It took me a while to get back in the groove of Chronicle mode, that's for sure, but yeah, we're on a second lap by the way. So yeah. And I absolutely love this track. I think I only played on the first race of Chronicle mode, but this sounds so awesome. Clearly it's supposed to sound all timey like, but in a really cool walking like way. This is one of my favorite tracks in this entire game. I love this song to death. Yeah, I love this track so much. Look at that, we've got a 9-second lead. That's fantastic. So yeah, I'm currently crushing them, but it's always gonna be the case of the first race. The next 5 races will be a lot harder, that's for sure. So go down the straightaway. Make this turn. And that's the first race done. Now I will give each car its own independent video here, so this will quite be a long episode, but start do I give you a long one for sure. So there you go. That's the first race gone. The first race done. And depending on what place you come, you will earn some points. I believe you get 5 points for coming in first. You get 3 points for coming second, and I think I have 1 or 2 points to come in third. So yeah, we just get third or better in all these races, and yeah. Now in between each race, you will get the chance to use your points to buy an upgrade for your vehicle here. So make sure you choose the right thing. What I recommend is you go for handling first, so stuff like tires and suspension, and then you go for acceleration, which is the weight reduction, and then you go for stuff like the bolt-on turbo and the air cleaner pop rush. But I didn't need that at first, so I gone for speed first, so that might cost me. Anyways, the early 80s, basic and high performance. These two descriptions are the key words to describe the car market of Europe in the 1980s. It started with 2 cars that made their debuts in both 1980. The one representing basic was the Fiat Panda, a simple design which became a representation of the neat and clean styling of the European cars of this period. The one that represented high performance was the Audi Quattro. This car was designed to be a new type of public four-wheel drive high-performance car. Audi chose the World Rally Championship to showcase the performance of the Quattro, as they achieved 3 consecutive victories in the series and displayed the power of the full-time four-wheel drive. Numerous other car makers started to create four-wheel drive cars of their own. Interesting. So I like to give a bit of history there for you to read if you want to, but yeah, now we're fighting against early 80 cars. And look at that, there's an early 80s Nissan there. They looks bigger and wider than our car for sure. Hopefully we can keep up with them with air cleaner. I wish it was just Joe's tyres, but hey, what can I do? So there you go. 4th place. Good enough, I guess. So I'm gonna be flying pretty up. Look, oh wait, it's the Audi Sports Quattro. Why is everything in black and white? I mean the cars, not the video itself. Yeah, what I like is when you start the car, when you start the first 3 races, it first stops in a sepia tone kinda, and then eventually changes out to full colour, which is a nice touch. I really do like that. Oh, they're catching up. They're definitely catching up. No. Well, this is catching up. And there's my rival. What was this? Mario Kart? I don't know. Oh, I'm gonna cut through the off-road once again so I can get myself the advantage, and there you go. 2-second lead, not bad. SKYLINE RS Turbo C R Hardy. That's definitely quite a good guy indeed, but I can take it on. Oh, damn, this thinks it's good. How many times have I said that already? Oh well. Gotta make this really large hairpin here. There we go. Yeah, I don't know what to say. It's like still got the 2-second lead here. Which is of course nice. So you know what? I'll try to give more information about the car that I'm driving for each what cars I'm using. So this car, of course, is part of the SKYLINE GTR series. It started back in 1961, ended in 1973, began again in 1989, and ended in 2002. Sort of. Whatever. I gotta talk about this car though. So this car is the first generation of the Nissan SKYLINE GTR. Oh, let's read this off Wikipedia. The first SKYLINE GTR, known by the eternal Nissan designation PGC10. Well, this one's got a K on it, so I wonder what that means. Oh, it's a cool-up. Okay. Okay, and it was released on the 4th of February 1969, and was exclusive to Japanese Nissan dealership network called Nissan Print Store when the Prince Company was integrated into Nissan's operations in 1966. It was available originally as a 4-door sedan after a public debut at the October 1968 Tokyo Motor Show. It was advertised along the Nissan R380 race car to showcase the SKYLINE's racing heroisly, as you can see right here. It was equipped with a 2.0 LDOHC S20i6, whatever that means, producing 160 horsepower, which is 100 kilowatts, at 7,000 RPM and 177 Nm. I don't know what that means. Of torque at 5,600 RPM. Power was delivered to the rear wheels by a 5-speed manual transmission. The first SKYLINE GTR rode on a semi-trailing on-strut suspension. It was available as a Q-Up in March 1979 with the chassis code KPGC10, which is the car I'm driving right here. A popular name for the PGC and KPGC10 SKYLINE GTR was Hakosuka, which I hope pronounced that, which combines the Japanese word for box and the pronounced abbreviation of SKYLINE, Suka, or Suka Ring. Box SKYLINE. Well, it sure does look like it, and I won a second race. So I'm going to 5 more points, and I'll finish up reading off this Wikipedia part. A total of 1,945 PGC and KPGC10 SKYLINE GTRs were produced. So it didn't really rain that much, but hey. Now, still we get the bolt-on turbo. The bolt-on turbo costs the most, but gives you the most amount of speed as you see in the career mode, so you definitely need to get that. So, anyways, late 80s. Shortly after, VRC placed the Quattro into the Group B class for powerful cars. Those rally machines were distinct from the public products, and cars like the Group B cars were produced solely for rally purposes. This was the case for mid-engine 4-wheel drives like the Peugeot 205 T16 and the AMG Metro 6R, or mid-engine rear-wheel cars like the Lancer 3. However, it went too far and the top category got changed back again to Group A with regulation. During the time, car makers like Lancia, Subaru, Mitsubishi and Toyota emerged on the scene. Meanwhile, races by Group A touring cars got popular and high-performance variations of public models which were the norm of the series. Sorry I had to talk fast, but it scrolls really quickly. So yeah, now we're moving on to the late 80s. And here's our rival car here. Don't let that simple car look to see you, that is a really fast car. So here we go, look, see, we got this sepia tone here. And then it eventually changes back into it gives us full colour. And I absolutely love that. But yeah, not really catching up with her, no. Getting employed because I should have bought the tires, but I didn't do that, so I'm gonna suffer for it. It's okay. Hey, there's another missing now. It's the mid 4, which is pretty fast, but not fast enough. There we go. Although it's not going away surely. Yeah, and it's overtook me once more. Oh well. Oh, see? Told you. Now the Truno will catch up. See? So let's look to see you. Okay, I might as well talk more about the car I'm driving right now. So this car was produced in February 1969 all the way out into 1972. It was designed by Shigeru Sakurai. Okay. No, it's not the same Sakurai who made Smash Brothers. Its body style is either a 4-door sedan or a 2-door co-op. And its layout had a Ford rear layout. Okay. Its engine is a 2.0 LS20i6. I kind of said it was 4. Its wheelbase is 2,570 millimeters. Its length is 4,400 millimeters. Its width is 1,665 millimeters. Its height is 1,370 milliliters. And its current weight is 1,100 grams. So that's really all that this Wikipedia page has to say. Yeah, so I can't wait when I information to talk about this car. But hey, I came in second place. That Truno was just too fast. Is that? No, I think it is true. Yeah, the Sprinter Truno was too fast for me. Sure with those tires! But past me didn't know better, so I got 3 points now, which sucks. But alright, as long as I got the ball and turbo, I'm fine. Because that was the most expensive upgrade. Basically, to win, come first place in 2 ways, or to buy the ball and turbo. So yeah, you do have to get all gold to unlock the prize car at the end of these 6 races. Because yes, once you beat these 6 races, you unlock a prize card that you can use for quick battle. So what I do? Weight reduction. I'm basically going backwards here. Oh well, at least go faster, but anyways, the early 90s. With advancements in technology that can now create attractive autos that surpass mileage regulations, the American automobile industry regained the largest lost luster. During this time, a rise of automobile insurance premiums allowed the return of the sports cars in force. In its place, the van sedan, a handy SUV that featured strong engines, appeared. During the 90s, the SUV remained a strong seller. Not much that time. Okay, now we got the SKYLINE GTR 3 Spec 2 R32, which that's actually the 3rd generation of SKYLINE GTRs. So yeah, we knew that 2 generations looks like. So yes, we're now in the 90s. The best decade ever, says everyone except me. I don't know. Nothing against the 90s. Every decade is good and bad in its own right, really. So here I am, still really slow because I should have brought those tires, but yeah, I didn't really do well with the first car here. I'm so sorry. This is KPGC10. So yeah, but I'll try. I sure as well try, because I am filled with determination. Oh my god, I need an Undertale reference. No, just kidding. I'm currently watching Slim Curry's Let's Play of Undertale. I'm actually starting to kind of like the game now. I think I'll buy it when it officially comes out PS4. But anyways, Undertale aside, I am determined to well try to get first place. Although that NS6 is really fast. I mean, we're now putting a 1970s car against a bunch of cars that came out 20 years later. Or nearly 20 years later. So this is a bit lopsided. So that's why the upgrades are really important. You gotta modify your car so it needs up to the standards of the times. I don't know. So whatever. Now, what I like to think these races take place is, the first race takes place in 1977, the second race takes place in 1982, the third race takes place in 1987, this race takes place in 1992, and then the next race after this takes place in 1997, and the final race takes place in 2002. I also don't think that makes sense, considering this game, well, the previous version after before I was SEGA GT 2002. So yeah. Anyways, I still has to overtake the NSX and managed to reclaim second place on me. But yeah, you sure got those tires, man. Those tires, you need those tires so you can get better grip. But no, you decided not to. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't really have anything to say about the car losing anymore. Wade said anything about it, really. So, yeah. In fact, I'm now on like a car sales shop here, and looking at how much the price of this car costs now. Also, I won the fourth race, came second again. So yeah, really regretting those tires. And I gotta say, the 90s races are definitely the hardest, especially in the late 90s, because that's where you saw the what's it called? Anyways, late 90s. Soon after the Japanese and European car makers seeking a new market for sales, created and sold their own SUVs to the American buyer. The influx forced the American car maker to make the SUV from truck and car chassis. Styling during design also copied that of passenger cars. Also, versions of Mercedes equipped with high-performance engines. However, new models were realized based upon concept cars with retrogression as a key word for styling. Okay, so the late 90s. I consider this the hardest race in Chronicle mode. No matter what upgrades you got. And hey, that's the 4th generation. Listen, SKYLINE. I don't know. So yeah. I also forgot what upgrade I had, but definitely not the tires, that's for sure, because I'm still in 6th place here. Still a try, but yeah. Anyways, I now like a car sale website, and I found this is that car here. You wanna know how much it costs? $72,000. Well, yeah. And translating that to pounds gives me out £55,308.04. That is a lot. But then again, cars are usually really expensive, but yeah. You could buy this car right now if you really wanted to. Yeah. Of course, I'm not gonna buy. I don't have that much money. Plus, I don't have a license, so I can't even drive it. Okay. Don't know what else to say. Except I'm still in last place here. Come on. You know, I might have to redo this race, I think. Yeah, I think I will actually. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna start in this race, guys, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry for that cut there, but yeah, I actually failed on a race. I didn't get third place, so I'm actually gonna do the right thing and actually get those tires for finally. Yeesh. Because actually, back in the last race when I was rambling on, I was stuck in last place and couldn't do much, so now that I got tires, look how much better I'm doing now. Well, okay, fine, not doing that much better. Once we get into this turn here. Oh. Hey, 5th place. Getting somewhere. Oh, 4th place. See how much better the tie. See how much better I do when I actually get bother to focus on the handling. Here we go. 3rd place. So that's good. We're now in a decent place this time. See, all I needed were those damn tires. Just gotta pass this Impreza. Impreza. 2nd place. Now it's gonna pass this Honda S2000. The Impreza doesn't get in the way. And there you go, 1st place. See how much better when you actually have decent tires. Always focus on the tires. They're like the most important part of your car. And damn, that Honda isn't giving up, but managed to kick it out. So yeah, yay, yippee! I don't know. Yeah. Okay, last lap. That Honda is still fighting, that's for sure. Mazda, Toyota, Honda? There's a Honda right behind me actually. At least the Honda is in an NSX, I guess. So it doesn't look like a rectangle. Now it looks more like a donut. Or a bagel. I don't know, what am I saying? Still very close. I can hear it. Is it gonna bump my behind? Well, first we've got to take care of these 2 hairpins. So let me do that. And around here. So much better I turn next to these good old tires. So yeah. Okay. Okay, got 1 second lead now. That's good. Just take 1 more hairpin and you should be good to go. But yeah, like I said, the late 90s races are definitely certainly the hardest race out of all Chronicle mode. Because it is the penultimate race, and yeah. Well, there you go. Actually, got on 1st place this time. Finally. Okay, give me those 5 points. Let me see that gold clear. Oh, beautiful. Okay, I've only got 1 more race to go. Just 1 more. Let's get the suspension, because because I haven't focused on the handling clearly. Okay, the early 2000s. The American auto industry seems to be still enjoying strong sales for both specialty cars and especially economy cars. Retro, aggressive designs and SUVs are in a bloom. Along North American manufacturers, Ford followed retro aggressive designs with its new Thunderbird and limited edition Mustang Bullitt. Furthermore, they suggested the trend would continue in the direction of using strong names from the past, like the GT40, to sell cars today. The SUV, newest designs has appeared that blurs the line between SUV and passenger car. This fusion of popular cars and off-road autos again will continue to widen an already wide market. In California, with partnership and the government and the citizens, fuel research has laid great advance of variations of this technology can be seen in the world today. It appears North American automakers will wait and feature a hybrid car that was introduced by Japanese technologies. Due to the fact that the regulations of CAFE have come to demand strict standards to the light truck category will cause more changes now and into the future. I wonder how much has changed from 2002 to now, 2018, although I'm recording this in summer 2017 because I do my Let's Plays in advance. So there you go, there's the latest and newest SKYLINE. And of course we're going to end it off on the longest track in the game because why not? So yeah. You know, this time I can take a huge off-road shortcut right about here. Oh yeah, suck it. Or not. Damn that Mazda RX-7. And that Civic. Will I get second place back? And first place shall be mine once I overtake this RX-7 onto the hairpins. Should be right about here. Ow. Okay, here we go. Should be smooth sailing from here one out. I love how the latest generation of this in SKYLINE GTRs in this game was the last one, as I read from here. Following the end of R34 production 2002, Nissan announced they would separate the GTR model from the SKYLINE name, creating an entirely new vehicle though based on the same platform as SKYLINE. This new car, now known simply as the Nissan GTR, debuted in 2007 in Tokyo. Released to consumers in 2008, it was the first GTR available worldwide, entering the North American market for the first time. Though based on the FM platform used by the V36 generation SKYLINE, the GTR uses an evolved premium midship PM platform. This car retains heritage by using the chassis code DBA R35 or simply R35. So yeah, it's sort of is kind of still going. It just dropped the SKYLINE name from it, which is kind of sad, but oh well. By the way, it is still the same, really. So yeah. What? I got nothing to say about SKYLINEs anymore. What else do you want to talk about? The RX-7 Type RSV? Or 5? Nah. Anyways, I didn't realize we were on a second lap. Huh. Thank God we only have to do 2 laps, and actually have to do 5 laps around here again. Oh dear lord, especially this car. Ugh. So yeah. Hope I didn't bore you in this. Hope I won't bore you in these Chronicle mode videos, but hey, gotta try my best to give you some commentary here. Hmm. Nice watching the feels of this car, and it's yeah. I wouldn't mind actually having this car in real life. This car would be pretty nice to have, honestly. But yeah, anyways, should get too attached to this car because also there are better cars than this one. But anyways, let's go. It's turn. We're nearly done with the final racing Chronicle mode, at least for this car, anyway. Just gonna make a few more of these turns. How big a lead do I have? Sheesh. Wow, pretty big lead. Let's say. Yeah, 8.5 second lead over the Civic Type R. Wow. So yeah, we just there you go. That's the final race of Chronicle mode done. We just beat a bunch of early 2000 cars in a bloody car that is nearly 30 years old, at least during this point. Of course, now this car will probably be 40 years old, but anyways, there you go. That's the final race done. And for completing every race, we unlock a new car with favorable quick battle mode. This is the SKYLINE GTR V-Spec 2 R32, which I believe is the third generation of SKYLINE GTRs, if I'm correct. We first get one of these in the late 80s, so yeah. We still got a whole lot of cars too, but here's what you get for the ending in Chronicle mode. This nice montage of classic cars running with all these years, going through all the years from 1970 all the way to, well, 2000 and now. I love this intro, and paired with this great celebratory music track here, I absolutely love this. I really do love this. I mean, look, it even goes on. I wonder if we'll reach up to 2018. Oh, I only got to 2016. Boo! So yeah, and I will show you all the pictures that we've seen on those album thingies, whatever. So you know it's bullshit, just your car crosses the finish line. Okay, and that's how it shows that, yes, you've been through time and space, whatever. Congratulations, the legend of racing will never die. And surely has it 15 years later. So there you go. That's the SKYLINE GTR done. And for completing one Chronicle world, we unlock the new car news. Another Nissan here. So yeah. Next time, let's play SEGA GT Online /2002 Chronicle mode, which we'll be doing again in the Mazda Savannah RX-3 for 1975. So it's what I do, and I'll see you next time. Later, people.